All right, so Aubrey Drake Graham has in fact been officially laid to rest by Kendrick Lamar. And it's no longer a question of who is winning or who has won the rap battle beef that we've all been enjoying over the last month or so. It is over. Even the most biased of Drake stans don't really have a lot to say after Kendrick dropped his most recent diss, They Not Like Us. That was the gnarliest banger of a diss that I may have ever heard. Kendrick really just took it there and really just viciously highlighted all of Drake's alleged dark and twisted past with underage girls. And that's basically what compelled me to make this video, because after hearing the lyrics in Kendrick's newest song, and of course after some light detective work, I was shocked at all of the grotesque information that I was able to learn about Aubrey Graham. I was actually sickened at these allegations, that is. And so Drake is actually one sick son of a bitch, and he is done. So let's start here. Let's start with the first clip. I want to go over the internet's reaction to this rap beef, or more specifically to Kendrick's newest They Not Like Us. And so this clip is going to be Fantano's reaction. Now, Fantano is a famous music critic known for sort of being hard on a lot of artists and for giving unbiased, unapologetic opinions, even on artists that he is a huge fan of. He's, over the years, given consistently objective reviews, and his reaction to They Not Like Us was an unbiased one. And he actually held Drake's funeral and delivered a beautiful eulogy, and I thought it was really good, and I wanted everyone to be aware of this. So let's roll the first clip.
Today we're here to remember a man. Some may not say a great man. One of the biggest rap men in the music industry of all time. And he had a very long and storied and celebrated career. His meat was glazed, absolutely glazed, by many an OV-ho, all of whom will be completely shattered. If you know any OV-hos in your life, send them your condolences, check in on them, buy them a Nintendo store gift card. But today we're here to give a bit of a musical eulogy to one of the greats, what one would say a member of the Big Three, or what at one time was known as the Big Three, Aubrey Graham Drake, a.k.a. BBL Drizzy. Drake was, as many of you know, recently diagnosed with a terminal case of back-to-back-to-back. Kendrick Lamar hit the boy with a response, and then another response.
So Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, is giving a eulogy for Drake, meaning that this is fucking done. It's over. Drake has passed on. His career is being laid to rest. And while he's not the final say, he's not like the final authority in the music business, like the music world, Fantano does have some authority here, okay? And so I want to show you his live reaction to Kendrick's new diss, and here it is.
People. Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo, what's up?
Fantano is thoroughly enjoying this. Distano is loving this. Look at this. He's loving this diss, which means that it's fucking good and that Kendrick wins.
I hear you like I'm young, you better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
So that was quite a reaction, and the reactions are coming in from all different corners of the internet. People are giving their opinions. Even Penguin Z0 Charlie, Moist Critical, gave his opinion, and this guy fucking sucks. He doesn't give opinions on anything that's not completely safe. He doesn't take sides in anything unless it's like the overwhelming majority is on. He'll take the overwhelming majority popular vote. Even Penguin Z0 is siding with Kendrick. Look at this.
That is rude. That's a big allegation. So I've really never done that for any diss track ever. But Kendrick was coming out here with some fucking chutzpah. This guy hates Drake more than anyone else, it seems. And I don't know, I just really think his track was probably the stronger one. Even though Drake's was really solid, I think Kendrick still came out here and did a better diss. Again, I know no one gives a fuck about my perspective on...
I really thought that Kendrick had the stronger of the two disses, although Drake had a strong... Shut the fuck up. You're going with the safe vote again. This guy never has a hot take on anything. Okay, it's so annoying, but I just want to point this out because this shows that he's going with the obvious, which is that Kendrick wins. I hope I'm making sense here. So Drake fucking lost, and we're going to look at Rick Ross's reaction. He's very excited about this. He knows too. He knows that this is it. This is the end. And of course, Rick Ross and Drake have been beefing for some time now. They've been going back and forth. And so this goes up as a W in Rick Ross's column because this marks the defeat of his enemy Drake. And so Rick Ross is going to give his comment, his reaction. Look at this.
I'm at the pool party. BBL Drizzy, I'm at the pool party, and they just called you a petty. You a chomo? They backed it up at the party. Come on, Black Boy.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to get into some shit here. So, and I want to address this BBL Drizzy stuff. Rick Ross went through a weight loss transformation where he lost like 500 pounds. And so when Drake lost a bunch of weight and started flaunting his abs and stuff like that, Rick Ross made an accusation that Drake had liposurgery or something. I'm too versed on that, but I think it's very interesting because it is consistent. As you can see here, Rick Ross went through weight loss, and he had facial changes. You know what I mean? You lose weight in all areas of your body, not just the midsection. So when Rick Ross lost a bunch of weight, he lost weight in his face, in his head. But when Drake lost weight, he had zero. I mean, to me, it doesn't look like he's lost any weight in the face, which is consistent with having fat removed locally in certain areas. So I wanted that covered, but what I really want to get into is this pedo stuff. So Kendrick Lamar really puts on blast all of the allegations that get brushed over because of Drake's celebrityness. Drake openly fancies talking to underage girls, and this is not any type of joke. He's actually a sick bastard.
Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
And at this point, this is beyond any allegations. This is actually scientifically proven facts that we're about to go over here. And I'd like to start with a lyric. So this is Kendrick Lamar's, this is a piece of the song that caught my eye, or my ear, I should say. This is about Baka.
Now, and Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop.
So I heard this line and I was like, a certified what-a-file? What? That's insane. So I did some digging, and it didn't take long for me to find this YouTube channel that I want everyone to go find. I want everyone to watch this documentary in its entirety. It's a beautiful piece. It's a wonderful piece of documentation that really it really does a great job of exposing Drake, and I'm going to be taking pieces of that, but I want to give full credit, full disclosure. This is Internet Oddities, I think it's called, or something like that. But this guy does a phenomenal job, and we're going to learn about Baka. Look at this.
Celebrating the release of Baka Not Nice, a rapper, friend, and member of Drake's record label, OVO, following a stint in jail for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution, a weapons charge, and human trafficking. The now deleted post read, "Something in the air today. A lot of good things happening at once, but this one means the most. Been waiting 11 months. Baka finally home."
So Aubrey Drake's best friend is a known alleged human trafficker, and this is really disgusting. But what's even more glaring about the situation is that Drake has a very well-documented, well-known history of interacting with very young girls. And so the next clip that I want to show you guys is a clip of Drake on stage at one of his concerts with a 17-year-old girl. And he's kissing on her neck. He's got her turned around. I mean, this is really inappropriate. And the craziest part about this is that he learns her age on stage and continues to kiss on her. Kissed her on the lips. And it's like, if this was some guy in the crowd or some guy in the parking lot, some older guy doing this to a minor, he'd get his ass kicked. You know what I mean? But because it's Drake and because he has all this privilege, he thinks that this is okay. And he's gotten away with this. And I want to show you this immediately.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. Not only
So he asks her how old she is, as if to imply that she looks suspiciously young and maybe he shouldn't be doing this. Why would he ask her age unless he was suspicious about her being old enough to kiss on? You know what I mean? As a grown man. And then he goes on and makes it quite obvious that he's still physically attracted to her even though she's under the age of 18, and continues to kiss on her and stuff like that, knowing that she's underage. So that was virtually insane, and I want to point out that there are fans of Drake out there that are defending this behavior. I want to show you Poetic Jala defending this very thing on Rockstar 2800's live stream. Look at this.
Video on YouTube with Drake on stage with a 17-year-old girl talking about why do you have to be this cute? Why do you got to do that? Yada, yada, yada. Like
and he was 20 years old in Canada where the age of consent is 16. He was
20. Fuck all that age of consent.
Okay?
Nigga, that was a little-ass girl.
And he was 20 years old.
She was a little
17,
girl.
My nigga.
You're saying the age, and then you're like, I don't want to go to jail?
He
Nigga,
was
wait,
20.
what?
She was 17.
Listen, I understand being disrespectful.
So Poetic Jala is defending Drake for doing this, and it's pretty funny because he doesn't even have the correct information. Drake was 23 and he was not in Canada. He was in Colorado. She was a 17-year-old kid, a high school student, and he was kissing on her and he said that he liked the feel of her breasts against, I don't even like saying that. That's disgusting. And another thing, I don't remember her giving consent. I mean, she went on stage, sure, but I don't think Drake asked her if it was okay if he kissed on her and all this stuff, putting his arms around her and stuff. I don't think that he got consent, okay? So even if she was old enough to give consent, which she was not, let's say that this was in Canada, I don't think that this would fly in Canada either. She didn't give consent. He didn't ask her for her consent, and she didn't give it to him. So just standing there frozen in shock means that that's implied consent. I don't think so. So Jala is one sick son of a bitch for defending this. So I just wanted to mention that and point that out for everyone. And so now I want to get back to Internet Oddities documentary about the Drake stuff. He's going to pull some lyrics and stuff that are very eye-opening and very glaring. And he's going to talk about all the minors and stuff that Drake finds himself in texting relationships with. Look at this.
29-year-old Drake was spotted eating dinner with 18-year-old Hailey Bieber in West Hollywood. Due to their allegedly flirty interaction and Drake wearing a matching H necklace, rumors of them dating began circulating, with Entertainment Tonight even alleging that the two hooked up at Drake's Memorial Day party. She'd known Drake for around 4 years at this point, meaning that a 25-year-old Drake first met Hailey when she was just 14. What does a 25-year-old man have in common with a 14-year-old? And wouldn't it feel weird to date someone you've always known to be a child right after they legally become an adult?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is really weird that he's like friends with these little girls, and then when they turn 18, he's out to dinner with them. I think that that's pretty pedophilic. In my opinion, that is. And now Internet Oddities is going to go over some lyrics. This guy's good.
Drake would release a song titled Jaded, featuring the line, "We coulda waited. I wasn't Russian. Differences in ages. You're old enough, but you're still a baby." And 2 months later in September, 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown would attend the Emmys and mention in a red carpet interview that her and 32-year-old Drake text after meeting each other in Australia after he invited her to his concert, and that their conversations mostly consist of Drake giving her boy advice.
So Drake is texting the little girl from Stranger Things and giving her boy advice?
What?
She's 14. So why are you doing this? Are you doing this so that when she turns 18, you can take her out to dinner and get her a fucking necklace? You sick bastard. So let's hear about his history with Billie Eilish, another little
17-year-old Billie Eilish sat down for an interview with Vanity Fair and revealed that one of the most famous people in her phone is Drake. She would go on to say that Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean?
So Drake is extremely over the top nice to these little girls that he's texting. Very cool, very interesting, very weird and gross. So let's hear some lyrics. This guy's got lyrics to go over. Look at this. This is fun.
Savage's song, Mr. Right Now, saying the line, yeah, said she wanna fuck to some SZA. Wait, cause I used to date SZA back in 08. In 2008, Drake would have been 22, and SZA would have just been 17. In a tweet, SZA confirmed that they did date, but insisted that their dynamic didn't involve anything underage or creepy. 35-year-old Drake released an album titled Certified Lover Boy with a song titled Poppy's Home, featuring the line, Sierra Canyon parking lot looking like a Magic City parking lot. This turned heads, as Sierra Canyon is a private school in California that offers classes for pre-K to 12th grade students, and Magic City is a strip club in Atlanta. As the album contains 21 songs, and Drake was beefing with Kanye West at the time, it's not surprising that this single line managed to be overlooked.
Looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
No, wait. No, not really. I was thinking about it though, like, yeah, no.
So Drake's a weirdo, and Kendrick has put it on blast, and I'm wondering why Drake would get into a beef with anyone when he's got all this stuff on his name that can be brought up easily. It's all over the goddamn internet, and so Drake is actually a dumbass. He should have just kept it low pro and just, you know, continued with the Canadian pop songs. To get into a back and forth diss with a real boy like Kendrick, like that, I don't know why he would do that. I think that he just committed career suicide at this point. Because had this diss song, this They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, if this song hadn't come out, I would never have felt compelled to look into this stuff. It would have never been on my radar, you see. But because of Drake thinking that he was the top dog with this rap shit, that's what, I mean, this is career suicide. And if we're going to keep it a stack, lyrically, Kendrick Lamar just destroyed, this is career homicide as well. Kendrick killed Drake with this, figuratively speaking. And it's so obvious, it's such a huge W that even Drake's biggest stans are throwing in the towel and admitting that this was the end.
My guy, and I love Drake. Everybody knows it's my favorite rapper of all time. It will never change until, I don't know, I don't even think another rapper could pass it in my mind. A fucking again? It's like this nigga's in my chat. It's like he's watching my stream. It's like we can't even get a moment to like, yo, hey, now Drake dropped a good one here. I know we don't get, he's dropping again.
So DJ Academics is really going through it, and as we all know, as we all are very well aware of, he has accusations of underage girl stuff too. And I think that's probably why he loves Drake so much, because Drake, they share the same interests, you know what I mean? And so DJ Academics basically knows that Drake is done, and so does Poetic Jala. Poetic Jala knows that this was a huge L for Drake and that Kendrick won. I'd like to show you what Jala had to say.
Oh, that's enough. Again, I can't hate. It was a good diss record. Tell Drake if he watches too, bro. Listen, both sides have dropped. Let's end it here. It's good.
Oh my God, Jala is so stupid if he thinks Drake watches his stuff, first of all. Second of all, this is the end of the reaction. This is like an 8-minute long video. He thinks that Drake sat through this whole thing watching him listen to Kendrick's song. I can actually say with 100% certainty that Drake does not even know who Jala is and did not watch this video and does not watch any of his stuff, but Jala thinks that he does. That's how stupid he is. And again, I'd like to point out that he defends people's actions. He defends DJ Academics. He defends the 16 for his allegations. They love to cite the laws of the age of consent in Canada. This is how the 16 justified his actions in the past. And this is what Flacco's doing for Drake right now. I mean, Flacco is a sick son of a bitch. And I'm so glad that I can actually include that in this. So with that being said, that's really all I've got. I appreciate everyone who subscribed, hit the like button, etc. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the commentary section. I love reading the comments. And check out the Patreon if you'd like. There's a lot of exclusive content up on Patreon. I just dropped a couple days ago. Or was it yesterday? I think I dropped yesterday. So go check that out. And shout out to everyone in the Discord feeding me information. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.